starting from zero. I don't know what that means to you, but gosh, I have started from zero multiple times, and it's okay to start again. It's okay to walk away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. It's hard, change is hard, but we hold the power to change anything. It's felt like I've lost everything quite a few times before, but it's always been the catalyst for the most growth. This video, I'm going to be talking you through the ways that I've started from zero, the ways that I would start from zero right now if I was you when it comes to business, following, relationship, mindset. It's like a restart. Oh, I love a little reinvention and a whole new era. So let's do it together. Oh my goodness. I didn't even take my makeup off last night. I fell asleep with the girls in my bed. Oh, that's a bit embarrassing. Listen, some things never change. I still don't live up to any clean girl aesthetic. It was never for me. Are you nearly ready, girls? I need to dye my hair back. Be pink or maybe a little bit more of a...
Only purple.
Purple! Okay. I'm just doing my morning walk in the cemetery. I go on all sorts of different routes and then find a little spot to meditate. You'll be pleased to know I did cleanse my face and put Factor 50 on. It's just sometimes when I'm like drifting off reading stories to the girls, I fall asleep and the next thing I know, I wake up and it's 7 AM. That wasn't the plan, but I find walking around cemeteries so peaceful. Like, I know this is deep, come on, this is me, but I feel like everyone here knows something that we don't about an experience that every single person on the planet will inevitably go through. And there's something just quite enlightening about that, so woo woo, she's woo woo, guys. Right, this is my little meditation spot. I kind of hide in the bushes. Ow! So zen. Sorry, but these are the thorns that just went in my bum. About 4 years ago, it felt like my world was ending. Like, as in end of marriage, single mum, going into a home on my own that I just built for my family, losing businesses. I walked away from religion, I stopped drinking, I lost all my friends, a whole community and family members kind of, but most of it came from decisions I made, really difficult decisions and changes that I knew I had to make, because on the other side I prayed there would be something more positive. And I had 2 children that I had to think about too. And when I tell you journaling and meditation, that has helped me more than I can ever explain. It's helped me get my thoughts out of my head. It's helped me manifest dreams into reality. Meditation has helped me face shadows within myself I never knew were there. It's helped me have epiphanies of things I need to do or work towards, and it's given me so much peace, so much love. I love who I am, I love my life, and although some days are so difficult, without my gratitude journaling, my daily practices, I genuinely wouldn't be able to reframe things as well as I do.
Honestly, and that is definitely a clear sign of life telling you that you need to move on from this thing, this situation, relationship, whatever it is.
Cheers. I made the most incredible banana bread yesterday with the girls. I've never made banana bread, ever. Wait a minute. Affirmation time. Pick a card, any card. Let's go for this one. Ooh, creativity flows through me. Let's do one more. I want like a... I forgive, I release, I let go. That's exactly what I needed. Let's strip off. Getting a bit hot now. So, saffron water. I saw everyone on TikTok say that this was good for people with ADHD, or was good to like produce and promote serotonin. I must say, I do feel very uplifted when I take it. I bought the strands from Amazon. I'll leave them in the description below, because honestly, rather than taking the supplements, like you spend a fortune on supplements when you could actually buy real saffron and sprinkle it into your water and let it send sunshine through my bloodstream. Definitely a mood booster. So with journaling, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. It took me a little while to build up to journaling every single day and it being just like second nature to me. I started with the journal and it was more structured. So any kind of structured journal that asks you to write down what you're grateful for, like gratitude journal and intention journal. Intention is key. To be honest, if I was to advise anyone that's starting over, this is me right now, by the way, I am starting over in some senses, and all will become clearer as I feel more comfortable revealing more, and I'm excited about it genuinely, because this is where the most growth happens. But if I was starting over, I have got so many tools in my toolkit. There's so many things that I have tried, books I've read, retreats I've been on, videos I've watched, media I've consumed, courses I've taken. And the one that I was doing earlier, I was actually doing a meditation off of a manifesting course that I have bought on Mind Valley. It's an app. This isn't an ad. It's a really great app. I use a lot of the meditations on there. And I've done the manifesting course by Regan Hiller like 4 times. It's brilliant. It's like 30 days and it's structured. It involves meditations and journaling. It's helped me to manifest specific things. It's helped me when starting over. So that is something I would recommend. However, scrap everything I say in this video and start here. Pen to paper is going to be your best friend. And if you do just one thing, I want you to write down your intention. And by intention, I mean write down what you're letting go of and what you're calling in, and your intention of how to show up and the goals and the vision that you have. It's so important to write down your vision, even if you have no idea, no structure, no plan, like you don't even know what comes next. A pen and paper, write down what you're letting go of, what you no longer identify with, and write down what you're calling in, the vision you have for your future or your goals, and then your intention. Your intention could be, I intend to show up to bring this vision to life, and I'm open to however that manifests. Like, don't try and predict how it's going to happen. But once you've done that step, it's like something magic happens. You'll start to see certain signs. Someone will recommend a book or a course. Something will pop up, a class, or you'll meet someone randomly, and it's not so random. I like to think there is something bigger than us that knows more about where we're headed, and as soon as we connect to what we want, what we no longer want, and that we're open to seeing how it comes about, the next steps write themselves for you, I promise. There was something I did in the Manifest course, I think it's in here because it gets you to journal things out, and this was really helpful. Take a life audit, like look at all the areas of your life, rate them out of 10. Yeah, here it is. So rate all of these areas out of 10. Health, wealth, relationships, mindset, emotions, purpose, passion, contribution, spirituality. Rate them all out of 10. Once you've done that, give them a new bare minimum out of 10 that you will no longer take. So that might mean that you've gone from rating your life in health as a 6, but your new bare minimum is 9. What will it take for you to get there? Relationships, it might be a 5 and your new bare minimum is 9. What relationships need to be cut in order to achieve that? And you'll start to see a bigger picture. But then choose like 1, 2, 3 areas max to really focus on. And that's what I do every time I start over. So the last time I started over intentionally with this like course, I focused on my emotions purpose and wealth. There's no point in me pursuing my dreams or a new financial goal or really anything if I can't get my emotions handled. I really got a hold on them throughout that month, and then I was able to just like knuckle down and lock in with work and call in new things. If you're blocked creatively as well, like perhaps you don't actually know what you want or where you're headed, and that's absolutely fine. You could just write down how you want to feel. So I stopped manifesting a while back like things I wanted, and I swapped it out for the feelings that I thought I would get upon achieving those goals. So if I wanted a certain amount of money, or why, and then I thought of the feeling that that would generate, and then I swapped it out for the feeling I want to feel financially limitless. Why do I want to win music awards, release an album? It's because I want to feel abundance in my purpose. And one thing I've realized that is my purpose isn't all the things that I'm like just good at or can do or enjoy, or my gifts or my voice. But my voice is part of my purpose, but it's what happens in others when I like perform my gifts or I use my voice. And that could be singing, that could be YouTube, anything, on stage, writing. And that helped me detach from all of these ideas I had around what my purpose was, and I needed to be doing music or I needed to be on social media. Like, no, I just need to be lighting people up, lighting myself up. And then obviously that's a byproduct of helping others recognize their light too. Like, that is my purpose, and I feel like I'm pretty good at helping other people recognize their purpose too. Like, that's definitely something that I value, and it's something that I've been fascinated and in awe of. Like, I'm just so proud of you. That being said, if you need to spark your creative juices, I've said it before, I'll say it again, the Artist's Way book, fantastic. I've done it once, 1.5 times actually. It's like a 12-week book course. It just really sparks like huge amount of creativity. People say be careful reading that book because your life will change and you'll completely realign with what your like soul is calling you to do. And it's true, it was true for me. Atomic Habits is also really fantastic. Like, habits and thinking about your daily habits, do they align with your vision? Because start there. You need to show up exactly as the person that has got to where you're going, not the person that's starting over. You need to imagine the person that has all of the things that you would like to feel, to experience. How do they act now? Are they drinking saffron water? No, actually, not really, because she'll feel so regulated. Like, my future me is so regulated that like, why would they reach for saffron water? Because it's like, bitch, yeah, see what I mean? It's not easy, it's not simple, it's not linear, but think about it. Do you need to reinvent yourself or realign? I'm somewhere in between right now. Atomic Habits was so good for helping me to realign my habits. In fact, it helped me become a reader, really enjoy reading. I read it just before I think I gave up alcohol as well. I'm 3 years sober, like no drinking, not one drink or sip of alcohol in that entire time. I'm so proud of myself. I completely rewired my brain, shifted my identity, and to think that drinking was my identity. Like, I was drink was me, I was drunk. Oh, I'm so proud of how far I've come, and I will do a whole nother video on that. But what I will say is, and I really enjoy being around people that drink and can get a balance with it as well, like, that's cool. But when you're in a phase of change, especially when you're starting over, alcohol can make you feel so vulnerable, and it can set you back to square one and reset you in a not so great way. Like, as in, you'll take 10 steps forwards and 100 steps back. So just bear that in mind. I actually only planned on giving up alcohol for 3 months when I was in my rock bottom start over phase, and it turned into 3 years, and I don't know if I'll ever drink again. Don't think I will. But that's the power of reducing something you know isn't good for you. Everyone has their own vices and their own things that they need to get a hold of, or that have a hold of them, and that you need to get control of yourself, because Oh, I had no control over that until I decided that I could not bear something ruling my life like that anymore. So make sure you take the reins in all situations above all substances, foods, friendships, people. This whole video is about us taking the reins, starting over. And on that note, better finish my saffron water and then let's get the girls out bouncy castle and we will continue this very important conversation. Sorry, but I just had to share with you, this lip gloss is the Maybelline Reef Lifter Gloss, and my eyelashes have got so long because I've been using UK Lash, the serum. I was sceptical at first, but 3 months later it really did take 12 weeks and we're here. Wow. And the freckle pen, it's so cute. I'll leave the gloss and freckle pen links below because, again, they're in my Amazon storefront. This is the best little freckle stamp I've ever used. Oh, what have you got? Anything is possible. Even a bouncy castle in the kitchen. I just found one very, very ripe banana, so I'm gonna make just a couple of cupcakes with it. Fail. Okay, hold on.
Can I have a taste?
Can I ask what we're making our children for dinner these days as well? I'm gonna share this. I feel like a little bit slightly embarrassed, but like I've been making them. Oh, well, she polished it off. Literally cheesy pasta. But I feel guilty because it wasn't like it didn't have vegetables or anything, and that's why I'm making this banana. Oh, the mum guilt. The mum guilt is real, trying to raise my little princesses. Birdie's lost her 2 teeth. How? How are you so big? Fail.
Mummy,
This was a fail. We can't always be a success.
more cupcake.
They're a bit hard. The ones I made yesterday were so incredible. I did follow the recipe and I used oats instead of flour, like.
And then she said, I won't listen to you, and guess what? After she hit me with the turkey bed, she actually laughed.
His song. Oh my god. Oh, the amount that we sob when we listen to music. What do you cry to? What song do you cry to, Birdie? I know.
Click that.
Click Clack Symphony, yeah. Wow. Anyway, it's bath and bedtime now. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Please tell me why I'm reading books about Christmas every night in the middle of summer. Goldie even wrote down a wish last night. So something we do often is we write down a wish before we go to sleep. And last night she wished that she would wake up and it would be Christmas. I guess the power is in my hands in a way. I did say, well, we could have a Christmas before it's Christmas. No, it must be real Christmas. Tricky one. Something we also do is we write down a miracle. I do this completely on my own as well, like nothing to do with the girls. It's something that worked with me and then I implemented it in my parenting. So a wish before we go to bed, like our journaling, and then a miracle that we're grateful for today. You have to write it as if it's already happened. And I want you to think, like, if you could wave a wand and have a miracle granted to you today, what would you ask for? Because it really does make you think. It really does make you think. It's funny because sometimes the miracles that I write down for that day are totally unrelated to like my long-term goal. And I promise you the amount of times they have manifested in like the most miraculous ways, it's just fascinating. Like I even wrote down today I meet 2 people that I'm going to work with on a certain project and it comes together so beautifully. And that night, I totally forgot about that. That night, it played out exactly as I wrote it. It was crazy. I honestly do go through phases of completely forgetting to journal, like for weeks, meditate. Sometimes I've left it for months before, but when I go back to the practice, it reminds me of why it's so important. Because just when it comes to life and your aspirations and big equations, life is the biggest equation of all, right? You wouldn't try and do a really long maths sum in your head. You would take a pen to paper, right, to try and break it down, figure it out, to use different equations to get the answer. So why do we leave all of life's big equations and goals and hopes and things that we want to figure out in our head? Please do not leave it in your head. Write it down, get it out, and then if there's one thing you can take from this video, it is literally to write down your vision for the future you. Write it in the present tense. It's up to you whether you script or say, I am becoming this person. But if you do feel comfortable to write it in present tense, I am so grateful that I am earning X amount. I'm so grateful that I feel like I'm living my dream life. I feel so much purpose every day. I'm so grateful that I am living in my dream home. I'm so grateful that I feel so much lust for life in my singleness, in a relationship, in my family. You get what I'm saying. And the more you write it down, all I'm saying is it's not gonna hurt, is it? It's free to try. All these things I gave a go and it was free and it worked, and I'm like, I've got to share this. So when it comes to starting over, it doesn't have to be that complicated, but the way you talk to yourself is truly so important. Make sure you check yourself every time a self-depreciating thought or criticism comes into your head. Like, check yourself like you would check a friend that's being like bullied by a stranger. Like, we're not having that. So why would we let ourselves speak to ourselves that way? We've got to be with ourselves for the rest of our entire lives. So it's probably within all of our best interests to form the best relationship possible with us ASAP now. So let's start over together. I am looking forward to sharing more with you about ways that I'm starting over. I want to have a whole new identity shift within the next week. I think I'm going to document it and how I identity shift, how I up level, how I upgrade, because sometimes it's actually work from the inside and out. There are a few physical changes, some actual life habits that I switch up, and I actually find it really exciting. Don't get me wrong, life can be stressful, and I feel like these pivots are nerve-wracking, but this time I'm going to pivot with you guys, and the next, well, I don't know, I want to do another video about reinventing and identity shifting. So I've gone through the ways that I would start over, and I want to know how you guys are starting over, or what's your intention, what's your vision, and any tools or anything you're going to try along with me. I'll leave all of the books, the recommendations, the courses, the apps that I use every day, and I even do things like falling asleep to subconscious reprogramming, and it might all seem like a lot, like I do a lot, but I actually enjoy it. It is a lot, but you know what's even more a lot is feeling like you're being hard on yourself, and like you choose your hard, right? So it's hard to just feel like you're not the best version of yourself. It's also hard to keep showing up to try and be the best version of yourself. But when you start feeling like that, it's worth it. It's worth it, trust me. So I'd love to hear more about your goals, where you want to be, where you are currently. Like, let's connect in the comments. I love you all so much. I'm so proud of you. Like, we're so back. I'm almost so back. There's a few little, like, you know, we're all a constant work in progress, right? But we get to do it together, and that's a beautiful thing. Good luck, I'm proud of you, and I'll see you soon.